Yes, it seems lodgings are haunted. Would you agree? Lodgings are haunted?
Yes, absolutely! Thank you!
All right, now that we've made a fool out of him. If I could raise one more point, my lord. So we have ample potential samples.
I'm sorry. Potential.
God damn it.
Oh, I didn't
That was not meant to be a pun!
God.
Not really.
I don't.
Oh, he's here too.
Who are you?
Hello?
By the sailor man.
What are you, his handler?
Hello, everybody. This is KVTV on the Sun, and welcome back to the second case of the Great Ace Attorney. A lot has been happening in real life. I think the holidays has taken us for a little bit, so I apologize.
It's been 54 years.
It's taking us a bit to get through this case, and I apologize. But, you know, it will be the holidays. Like, it's quite literally New Year's Eve when we started this recording. So that gives you an idea, like, of how things have been. But, as far as I know, we have Shakespeare on the stand, and we also have the Gas Man on the stand. And also, I have given the role of the judge to Final because Lewis made a good point last video, and I'm kind of like, you know what? He should probably take the judge for this case just because of things coming up in the future. So, probably.
The point was so good, I don't even remember it, honestly.
What? Me? Well, now.
Allow me to enlighten my learned friend. You recall, I presume, your earlier impertinence?
No.
Among many?
It's been like several weeks. I really don't know what happened.
Yes, I'm aware it's been 54 years. Let me fix that.
Christmas lasts 54 years?
In America, yes.
It's called capitalism.
When you
I don't like
suggested that the victim had another visitor to his room on the night in question, and moreover that the victim is a compulsive liar.
What? No, I didn't quite say that. I definitely don't remember saying that.
Claim. Conclusively. Is that not so, Mr. Meaderman?
Hey, hang on. No, I'm just here.
He doesn't even.
I hereby call for your formal testimonies. You will tell the court as lucidly as possible what happened on the night in question.
Oh, God.
One may smile and be a villain. Yes, it doth pain me, but let the truth be spelled. Tree night of my discontent.
Lewis, your mic is doing weird stuff.
I said lucidly, man.
Yeah, I don't know, Lewis, you like cut out for a second. You've been doing that for a little bit since we started.
The hell?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird. The settings are all correct. Okay.
Oh, bye. You're literally pulling a KV at the moment.
Am I becoming a robot?
No.
You're not a robot.
Not yet. Maybe it's a Discord thing.
I'm gonna blame Discord. I'm
Yes.
fine with that.
The wintry night of my discontent.
And the snow lay about. My neighbor did cometh in the evening, bearing a gift of tea. But merry, bitter was his drink. And when he left, I did fall prostrate.
I mean, yeah, you certainly did.
I read that as prostate. I'm just going, what?
Yeah.
Was the tea alone did pass my lips that late hour? Not else, not soap.
I was outside this bloke's window in the freezing cold all night, keeping an eye on his room.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
That's not important.
Nope. No one else visited his room but that short little round-backed Eastern fella.
Okay, that's good that you, like, were there to confirm this, but also, why?
Don't worry about it.
Wait, what did you say? You were keeping an eye on Mr. Shamspear's room all night?
That's right. Of course, the bloke's window is all but blocked up, isn't it? But there's a little gap in the bricks where you can see into the room. So I spent the night trying to keep my teeth from chattering as I peered in through that. The question is, why?
Thank you, Judge, for asking.
Well now, that's because he's on my list.
Are you Santa?
What a piece of work is a man! Wherefore wouldst thou not stare in wonderment?
What are you talking about?
God, I wish I knew. This buzzing busybody hath not part in this play. I pray thee, pay him no heed. Make no more ado about his tedious...
What'd you say about me?
Of yourself. This court is concerned with what happened on the night in question. Nothing more.
Indeed, that is so.
And as the testimony we have just heard clearly reveals, there was no one other than the accused present at the time who could have carried out this crime.
And we don't find any of this
Whisper,
suspicious
whisper,
because...
Because we're stupid.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Oh, right, I'm the judge. I briefly forgot for some reason.
No, that's okay.
Well, I believe this may be the final testimony of the trial. Now, counsel, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination to drag this out.
Yes, my lord.
This looks very conclusive. 7 videos later.
Also, I really want to bully this guy whenever he shows up with that smile.
Oh, this man?
Yeah.
I mean, he does kind of have that face. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, I might be reading this wrong. Either we have to press everything, or we're just kind of pressing certain things. I can't read this guy properly. To be clear, by neighbor, you are referring to the defendant, Mr. Natsume.
Oh, indeed, sire. Oh, God.
He just got out of the hospital, remember that.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works.
Perchance thou wouldst that I call him the man from upstairs? And at what time did the mustachioed Nipponese visit you in your room? Our meeting was promised for the hour of 9, and lo, did he come to tender a gift of fragrant tea.
Details which are in accordance with the defendant's own testimony, yes.
And we were broiled in such a literary debate as history hath not seen before.
By which I presume he means...
The discussion was about who was stronger, Romeo or Juliet.
I, Shamspear, did play the part of young Romeo, whilst my neighbor played the fair Juliet. Each of us dresses what our characters be, to bring weight upon our merry experiment.
I dare not imagine the scene.
Too late, you're imagining it.
God damn it.
Frailty, thy name is woman. Canst thou imagine how dismayed I was? Yes, I had heard of the Eastern art of jujitsu, but...
I wish I was in the studio to watch whoever had to do the mocap for this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, there's so much with this man.
Ne'er that I dreamed 'twould be a skill practiced by the commonly late maiden.
Juliet beat Romeo up? This is not helping our case.
I believe the court has heard enough about your earth-shattering literary debate. Perhaps you could reiterate your statement about the tea that the accused brought to your room. My liege, I am thy servant. Gladly I would do thy bidding.
And stop role-playing right now.
Okay, I think this is a press everything statement, so.
Oh, but his answers are so long.
We're just gonna have a good time, huh? Let me stop you there. At least you don't have to read it. Mr. Natsumi left your room at 11 o'clock, but it wasn't until after 2 that the poison made you collapse. That amounts to more than 3 hours of missing time.
Hell?
Yes, Macarena, let's do it.
Hey, Margarita.
How is he doing?
I don't know! I'm telling you, man, this guy's a lot. If the defendant had really put the poison into your tea, that 3-hour window of time is something you're going to have to explain. Oh my god, he's still going.
Gladly, 'tis an easy task.
What?
I did drink of the tea not while my guest didst tarry, but after he took leave of me. Faith, 'twas stone cold, but at 1 hour post-midnight, verily were my lips parched.
That doesn't sound normal.
Nay, 'tis quite ordinary, sire. After all, thou wouldst recall our fiery debate. Amid such argument, there'd be no time for fiery tea.
Why didn't you drink it before the debate?
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet again, and who was stronger?
Okay, so what I'm hearing is they spent 3 hours arguing a death battle.
Yes. It came in 3 parts.
Romeo versus Juliet! It's time for a death battle!
3 parts. Oh my god, it really is Goku versus Superman.
Mr. Shamspear, in summary, allow me to confirm. Did you not come here with the intention of naming your attacker? But of course, my liege. 'Twas the stooped lover of words that attempt to shuffle me off this mortal coil.
Ugh, we all know what that means.
Do we?
I have not understood a single word this man has said since I got here.
Good, that's like me trying to read any Shakespeare work.
This guy makes me feel like I'm on some kind of bad drug.
Now you know how Herlock makes me feel!
Well, at least Herlock
Herlock's
makes a little...
endearing.
Okay, Herlock is just a kooky fellow, alright? And at least his stuff I can understand even if they're really stupid. This guy, I just flat out don't know! So,
Stand by my statement.
you didn't have any kind of evening meal? Dinner? Supper?
Ha! Fine luxury, fie on gluttony. To eat thrice daily is but a waste of time.
Sorry?
I would that my belly were full, no more oft than the sun doth rise. He only eats once a day.
What is
He's
he
also
doing?
a frog, apparently.
Looks like he's trying to ride a horse or something.
Yeah.
Well, most heroic eating habits, I must say. Just say you're poor.
Night and day do I fill my hours with learned study of the great bard and playwright. Hence is it that there doth not in my chamber be than the costumes of mine art. Also, I'm not poor. That would appear to be the case, as even a rodent was found starved to death in your room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I fell asleep during that. Yeah. Now that I think of it, it's not just food that was conspicuously missing from that room, is it? I don't recall seeing a single player script anywhere.
For I have devoured them all.
Huh?
Okay, so did you? I mean, yeah. So we talking the literary sense of hour? We talking like you were hungry?
Yes. You've eaten them?
Every
Okay.
word be within my skull. Dost thou imagine otherwise?
This actually explains a lot.
Right. That wasn't misleading at all. Now, could you turn around, do you think?
Which brings us to the conclusion. The only way the poison could have passed the victim's lips is in the tea.
It might have been in the pages of scripts that he ate.
And the ink they were written with. We literally just had a case
sir,
about poisonous
please.
ink.
Please. What was up with
Why
you?
were you there?
Exactly. But the windows of that house have all been filled in.
A historical artifact of the now defunct window tax.
Yes, thank you, Susato.
I'm here to remind the players in case they forgot.
And to be fair, it has been weeks since we did this. Yeah, you're right there. All horribly. But as it happens, there's a little part of the brickwork at the bottom corner that's been opened up. I was looking in through that gap.
Yes, there were a few bricks loose, weren't there?
And for some strange reason, a couple of bars of soap lined up on the ledge outside as well.
I don't like going around poking my chin in other people's business, especially on freezing cold nights. But them's my orders, so that's what I'll keep doing, as long as there's breath in my body.
Your or
Okay.
You know, the bag makes him look like a bee.
Oh, good. I'm glad you caught on what they were going for with him. That is
Okay.
exactly what they were going for, because he's a busy bee. He's a worker, like a just. You'll get it. Like there's a second part to it. So, what's with all the theatricals today?
Out of interest, Mr. Miedemann, after the accused had left and returned to his own lodgings, did you see the victim leave the room at all?
No, he never left. He was in that room the whole time as far as I'm concerned.
And we can therefore discount the possibility of suicide.
I mean, he's still here, so yes.
How can you be sure of that?
Police carried out a thorough investigation of the scene and found no receptacle for the poison. And since we know the victim didn't leave his room and hence didn't dispose of the poison's container itself, it's clear that this was no attempt at suicide. Only the culprit could have removed the receptacle.
Ah yes, lucidly explained, counsel. Thank you for the
Wait a sec.
log.
Wait
Thank you.
a second. Wait a second.
Huh?
By that logic, you would be able to find the receptacle in Natsume's room.
Did they even go through his room?
No.
Ah, of course. The incompetence of the police back in the days. Thank you,
We
Scotland
do our
Yard.
very best to only check out the crime scene.
I'm sorry, back in the day?
I don't know. Oh,
That
you.
stuff?
We did even better back in the day compared to now.
You know what? I don't know if I can argue for or against that, just because I wasn't there. So it really was. You can't argue with the logic.
Hold it! Excuse me.
Thanks for sharing. You say a short little round back Eastern fella, so you can't be sure it was the defendant then.
Objection!
Rio's just reaching for here.
How many other short little round-backed Nipponese with a mustache do you think there are in London?
5?
Well, of course, it's only a narrow gap and it was quite dark, so I didn't notice the mustache. But he showed up around 9, so I'm pretty sure of myself.
And when the person you saw arrived, did he and Mr. Shamspear drink tea together?
Nah, sorry, I couldn't say.
Why not?
Because I couldn't see into the room all that well, could I? But what I did see was the silhouette of that little round-backed fella wearing a pretty dress.
Where's the fan art of this? I want fan art of Soseki and Shakespeare duking it out with Soseki in a dress.
I don't know, check Pixiv.
Oh shit, no thanks.
Then the pair of them started some kind of wrestling match. I tell you, I didn't know what to make of it.
I suppose that was the Romeo and Juliet championship battle getting underway.
No, Susato, you're not saying it right. You have to yell death battle.
I don't think it was about to the death toll. If it was, then we're in even more trouble.
I mean, technically it was. That's why we're here.
I don't know who you are. Get out of here.
Mr. Miedemann, allow me to confirm one final time. Apart from the accused, can you state with certainty that no one else visited the victim on the night in question?
No question. Gas Menzana.
I think it's a juror? I don't know which juror. Juror 1?
Oh, hey, it's that guy.
My lord? Goodness me, Mr. Foreman. I've kept my mouth shut and listened up to now, but this has gone on long enough. Are you all with me?
Yes!
Yes. For some reason.
Are we to understand that you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are in agreement with one another? That you've reached a unanimous decision?
Too right we have. Are you all with me?
Yes! Probably.
Seriously, who are you people?
Wait, no, the defense is in the middle of a cross-examination.
To be honest, I was holding out a bit of hope for you, young man. Especially after you identified those few hours that followed the accused leaving the victim's room. Who voiced her?
I don't remember. Hang on. Wait a second. Was it me?
Yeah, that's you.
Yes, the 3 missing hours, as you put it.
But in the end, what difference do they make? None as far as I can see. And since it's now apparent, there's really no reason to delay our decision any longer.
Like I was saying before, if I don't take Five Bomb home with me tonight, the missus will blow her top.
Who was that? Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said. Who are you people? Where am I?
Very well, let the court be apprised of your decisions. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
At least he's not using his head this time.
Alright, they used the same model for the doctor. All of you?
Well, it would appear that the jury is indeed unanimous.
So, this time at least, it seems justice will be done. All's well that ends well, as they say. This calls for a toast, I feel. The guilty being punished.
Ugh. Whoa! Rubble, 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 rubble.
Get up, Miss Naruhodo, please! The trial isn't over yet.
What do you mean, Mr. Sato?
It means exactly what I just said. Shut up and listen. What about the information I found in the Encyclopedia of British Law I have?
Oh, right. Because this is the... we have to do the tutorial, but we can skip it, I think.
That obscure right that belongs to defense in these situations. Remember? I know it's been a while, but you should remember it.
Even though in in-game time, it's only been like 2 days or something.
I know you like to get drunk, Mr. Naruhodo, but still, you gotta remember these things.
A summation examination. Yes, that's right. We don't have a jury in Japanese courts, of course. But here in a British court of law, if we can reverse the decisions of a majority of the jurors, we can force the trial to continue.
Who's talking?
Everyone? This trial can't end now. Whatever it takes, I just can't let that happen. The defense moves to invoke its right to a summation examination, my lord.
Why am I not surprised? Am I learned Nipponese's friend's inability to admit defeat?
Hey, it's part of the system.
You chose to cling desperately to some archaic rule you barely comprehend instead of accepting the truth. What is this, like the 4th time, maybe? 3rd? 5th? I've lost count.
Technically the 2nd time because we're in the past.
But as you can see, I'm sauced. I can't keep track of anything anymore.
Certainly no other defense counsel in recent times has exercised the right to a summation examination.
It's been like 2 weeks! Because we all know that once the jury's mind is set, it cannot be altered.
Nevertheless, the right remains and must be upheld. The defense counsel's request is granted. This court will proceed with a summation examination as outlined in the Encyclopedia of British Law.
Thank you, my lord.
Are you and your fellows prepared, Mr. Foreman? Believe me, my lord, we know all about this young lad's tenacity. And we're ready for it. Very well. In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hereby call upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find the defendant guilty of the crime for which he stands accused, which I feel we should do before this happens.
The jurors' contentions.
The victim may not be well off, but he's a noble man and straight up. There's no reason to doubt the man.
What? Where did
Sure.
How did you think he's
from the fact that he
noble?
looks like a character from Fate Grand Order.
Wow, we literally, starting off with the classism, alright. Well, I do declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid.
You all need your eyes checked.
Just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese, stops it all the while, and has a mustache. Very fishy.
Oh my god,
Has
Nick,
excuse me?
And now the
Has a
rest.
mustache. Yo, I need this guy. I need this guy to get paired up against 1 and 4, 1 and 5.
Or the judge.
There's no evidence to suggest that the gangling actor is a Frenchman. For now, at least.
No, I really don't care. Like, I just need this trial to end quickly. I gotta go,
3
man.
hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know. Nothing at all. I'm missing
So you
time
were
right
paying
now.
attention.
Oh my god, this guy actually paid
literally-
attention.
I'm missing time right now.
Yeah,
time
to
is it?
deliver your presents because you're Santa Claus.
Who are you?
I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced.
On the most arbitrary, baseless ideas.
I know.
It would seem that all the jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shakespeare is a fine, upstanding, and honest citizen.
I'm gonna puke. If you ask me, they've all been bewitched by his strange theatrical movements.
And sadly, nothing Mr. Natsume has said appears to have registered at all.
Well, here goes. Let's not forget. I pleaded with the jury on Soseki-san's behalf before and it worked. So you never know.
Before we begin, it might be an idea for me to remind you exactly how 2 days ago went.
Oh.
Well, you're still very new to British law after all. And you had that rager of a drinking party the other night, so I'm sure you forgot all of it.
That's true, I suppose. And Soseki-san's fate is entirely in my hands now, too. There's always a chance I might have forgotten some crucial detail. Perhaps I should hear Susato-san out.
You know, sometimes I have to wonder if it's better to just, like...
What?
God, like... I'm just thinking to, like, every Metroid game where you somehow start with no equipment despite it being a sequel to the other Metroid game.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, all the different, like, contrived ways in most video games where you lose access to all your past equipment, like, whether it's Metroid or Kingdom Hearts or stuff like that. And
or even
the most egregious...
or heck, even Yakuza. There's, like 7 games with Kiryu, and you, like, lose abilities at every time.
And, like, it feels like this, where it's just like, is it better for a game to just kind of quickly gloss over how you lost your abilities, like in Metroid Prime, where you just kind of hit a wall and suddenly your armor falls away and you're back to base armor for no reason?
I'm going to be fair here. They're at least giving you the option to say, no, I don't need to refresh memory on this.
You know what? And I do appreciate that.
Okay, as someone who's been starting to play Pokemon Scarlet, they really need that option where they need to let you, like, say no for tutorials at the beginning of the game. Catching Pokemon hasn't changed for, like, decades, man. I don't need to be told how to catch Pokemon, okay? They need to do that.
I mean, I would be okay with tutorials if, they release games, like, I don't know, every 6 years as opposed to every 3 years.
Yeah, that too. Anyway, we are not going to need the tutorial because we are perfectly fine.
Hope I want to read it to you again.
Thank you for the kind offer, Mrs. Sato. But I've been through plenty of these summation exams. You have?
He's been through at least 2, because he would have done the one for, what's-his-face?
Who? We did for Soseki, so... Yeah, okay, that is 2.
The guy before
that's 2.
Soseki. The dude.
Soseki was the second one.
Oh, right, he's done 3 then. Yeah.
This is going to be his 3rd, yeah. Chronologically wise, anyways.
Okay, plenty, plenty. Alright, but that's still not a lot, but okay. I think it's important that we don't delay the start any longer than necessary.
I've been through plenty, like, Rinosuke, like, 10 minutes ago. Oh god, a summation examination. That's right. I'm not too familiar with that. Until you get to this point, and then suddenly it's like, no, wait, I've done plenty. It's like, you're not fooling anyone, Mr. Rinosuke.
I can't even remember the dude's name. Case 3, whatever that guy was.
McGilded.
Oh yeah, him.
I was about to say Mangadol, and I was like, wait, no, that's a Japanese name. Wait.
I was thinking Megatron, and I was like, okay.
I mean,
very interesting case there.
I mean, you're close. You started with an M, so you were there.
Of course, I understand, and I'm quite sure you're right. Unless, of course, if you're confused by anything at any point, you can turn to me for advice whenever you would like. Especially because you were drunk.
Huh?
I'll be here for you.
The key to this is really listening carefully to each juror's statement. Finding 2 that are contradictory and pitting the corresponding jurors against each other.
Without further ado, please, counsel, proceed with the summation examination.
Which we're gonna have to proceed in the next video, because we are out of time. So we'll see you all in the next one.
Don't you remember, Miss Naruhodo? It was just 2 nights ago. You, Mr. Sholmes, were having a rage of a battle. You were seeing who could drink more. But Iris and I, obviously, because we're underage, we couldn't participate.
I don't remember any of this.
That's because you got blackout drunk and Mr. Sholmes laughed at you.
It was very amusing.
Oh my god.